Let's see how we're gonna fix this Volvo XC90 with a diesel engine that came in for lack of power. So far, we've done a road test on it. We have concluded there is a lack of power. We've done some live data reading. It seems to be a problem with the boost. The boost is low. Now, it could be a few different things. Let me show you what we have found so far and what are we going to do forward. So if you come around, I'll show you on a diagnostic machine what we have found. So first of all, have all those warning lights. The famous tortoise is a so interesting light that the Volvo has found to represent the limb mode. Obviously, management light on our concern. Now, when we scan the car, we've seen some faults related with the boost. We know already the boost is low. Let's see if we can communicate with the engine. So the boost is low. We also have found some faults related with the DPF. Now we believe the DPF is a consequences of vehicle running with lack of power, and then the regeneration process could not take place. Usually when a turbo fails, it also causes quite a strange noise, loud noise, and also smoke. We don't have those symptoms for now, so more inclined to say we're going to have a split hose. We managed now to connect, and those are the faults that are triggering the lights to be on. So boost pressure fault, mechanical fault, okay, under boost, we noticed that, and also on our reading, like I said, we also have some faults related with the DPF, but we believe this is a consequences of the vehicle running with low boost. Also on the live data, another important aspect that we've checked, we checked the boost pressure, the reference value versus the actual, and in here we also see a difference. The boost is lower than it should be. So I said I'm suspecting we're gonna have a crack hose, a leak in the system. So we're gonna have it on a ramp. We're gonna do a smoke test, a visual inspection of the system, and hopefully we're gonna reveal the cause of this lack of power to get the tortoise out of the Volvo. Let's see. Now we got the Volvo on the ramp. We've done several checks, and then we proceed to strip the car. What we've done, we checked for pipes that might be cracked. We've checked intercooler. We've done a smoke test. We couldn't really see anything that I was expecting, and then we went deep into it. So what we have here on the bench is the turbo, is the DPF, and in here lies the problem. But it was quite significant stripping. The car is still up there. I'm going to show later the amount of dismantling to get to those components, because we knew the problem is the boost. First of all, we want to make sure that there are no leaks, and there were not leaks. And then the problem, we thought it should be one of those. And then initially I was more inclined to suspect something in the turbo. This car has two turbos. One of them that's going to kick in low revs, and the second one higher revs, like 2.5, and then one smaller and the other one bigger. And initial suspicious was that this turbo, which is the bigger one, that might be something faulty with it, which, to be honest, we never had. Initially, when is the problem on those cars is with the small turbo mechanism, but in here all looks good. And then seeing that there's no problem on the turbo, we move on to the second thing, which is the particulate filter. This is the particulate filter, quite a comprehensive unit. This is the first section, which has the catalytic converter, and second section within same body is the particulate filter. Now, in here we found something that takes us to a conclusion. So this is the ceramic element of the particulate filter. If it's visible enough, part of the filter is slightly changed in color, and then there's also a crack in material. I hope it's visible enough. Let me see. But anyway, the color difference it's obvious. See if you can film a bit farther down. See where the crack is. Anyway, what this tells us, there's a problem on the ceramic of the filter, and the fact that it's been pushed out is being pushed out by the pressure of the gases. This indicates there's a restriction of flow, and then obviously if there is a restriction of gases flowing, we're not going to have boost. And it kind of correlates with our diagnostic, because we are seeing pressure reaching up, but then it couldn't keep there the pressure because the flow of gases is restricted. It won't allow the turbo to operate properly. So at this stage, we know the turbos are fine. This is the cause of the problem. It's very strange because, like I said, they're linked. It could be one. Initially, I thought that it might be clogged because the turbo has not worked for a long period of time, but it looks like the other way around. The particulate filter was got clogged up to the stage that turbo cannot boost, and then obviously the tortoise came up. So we need a filter and then install all the components back, and then hopefully we're gonna take the tortoise out of the Volvo. We'll see. We're waiting for parts and then we're gonna resume. Also, while we're here, come around because I think this is interesting to see. At the back of the engine, this is where the turbo and the exhaust lies. We have a massive oil leak. Seems to come from the rocker cover. We're also going to address this while we also stripped. It's a bit easier access, clean, and then obviously replace the gasket. Quite comprehensive. Here is the place where the exhaust goes. Here is the particulate filter, and on those holes, that where the manifold goes with the turbo. Quite comprehensive dismantling to get to those components, but that's where we are. We're waiting for parts, and then we're gonna resume the job. We are at the stage where we've got new parts. First of all, to address the oil leak, we have replaced the complete rocker cover. This is the one. For this, we had to remove the injectors, but this job is already done. And now we're gonna move to the main part of it. So the assembly of turbo, now it's all back in one. And this part, that it was a bit of a struggle to get it. Eventually we bought a new one. It looks so good. Yes, yeah, the other one, the old one, we still have it here. Obviously, with the problem that we've noticed, the crack still visible enough. So yeah, it looks very bad, but we have new parts. Now we're gonna proceed installing the turbo, the filter. Hopefully after all the resetting is done, the tortoise will be out of the Volvo. So currently all the components are back in place. The particulate filter, turbocharger, obviously the cam cover, we just put it before. We also had a road test with it. The engineer had a road test with it. We just checked it again for leaks. It's all fine. I just want to head myself in a road test because I've tested the car initially. But it looks like we are all done with it. We have the engine running nice and smooth. And the tortoise is out of this Volvo now. Let's just head in a quickly road test. We know already that the car runs fine, but I just want to do another drive test, and I want to touch base on a very important aspect. This part that we had to replace, and it cost about £1,500, the particulate filter, it does not fail out of the blue, so it will give signs. And what it is, the fact that it ended up being blocked is a consequence of engine running with an underlying issue. Even currently, there's a problem with the inlet manifold, which customer has to address, because any fault in the engine management side will prevent the diesel particulate filter regeneration process to complete. And obviously, the end effect is that the particulate filter eventually is going to get so clogged it's going to fail. So without a doubt, this particulate filter, it should have not failed. It could have lasted longer if attention is paid on the first signs. Maintenance, and obviously if any faults are present, have them rectified. Keep on driving is not going to make things better. If anything, it's going to make them worse. I hope this video offer a lot of information, and if you like the content that we have here on our channel in OGS Mechanics, stay tuned, click the subscribe button for more video related with car repairs and car in general. See you next time.